Shalom and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the last of the Egypt vlogs, but it's super exciting because I go to Queen Hatshepsut's temple. I go to the Valley of the Kings and the Queens and get to go and see their tombs. I also drive from Luxor all the way to Dahab, which was a 21-hour ride drive through the Sinai Peninsula. Can't believe I survived that. Crazy. But it was awesome, and we actually went scuba diving in Dahab, which is on the Red Sea. It was so beautiful, my first time ever scuba diving, and yeah, Egypt was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed all the vlogs, and I hope you enjoy this one. Here we go. Hello! Today is day 7 of our trip in Egypt, and we have finally made it to the west side. We crossed the Nile, and we are on the west bank, the Valley of the Kings and Queens. So this is how the tombs work. They have the entrance and you go down into the corridor, which you are literally walking down a bunch of stairs going really down. Then they have a chamber, another chamber, and this is the burial chamber where the king or whoever is buried there is. We are going into the tomb of the son of King Ramses. His name is Meneptah.
Ramses II.
What's his son's name?
Meneptah.
Meneptah! Walking down into the tomb, and if you remember us going down into the tomb of the pyramids, it was so much smaller. This is very large. We got all the room.
دي بركة كعب وهتعملها قصاد الدنيا هتقولها وخد بقى عهد تعدلها سكت كتير خدت مصر بسكوتك ما تستخسرش فيها صوتك بتكتب بكرة بشروطك دي بشرة خير قوم نادي عالصعيدي وابن اخوك البورسعيدي والشباب. There are 64 tombs at the Tomb of the Kings, but only 24 of them are actually kings. The other 40 are fake, and they're to trick the grave robbers. Here you can see us going into one of the tombs. This is the tomb of King Tut, and you can see his sarcophagus in here, and his mummification body, I believe, is really truly in there. Yeah, so his body is still in his tomb. However, it was removed from the sarcophagus to a climate-controlled glass box. But look at all of the paintings along the walls of the tombs. They're so beautiful. King Tut's tomb was discovered in 1922. However, they're still doing excavating here, and in 2012 another tomb was discovered. And so just the reason why all of these kings were buried and made their tombs in the Valley of the Kings is because they believed this was a sacred place, and once one king did it, all of the rest of the kings wanted to be buried here. And these are really good limestone mountains that are easy to carve tombs into, and the mountains are also used as protection to protect the tombs. This place is also close to the riverbank, which contains alabaster stone, which they put inside the tombs. And after the Valley of the Kings and the Queens, we went to Queen Hatshepsut's temple. At the temple of Al-Dir al-Bahari, and it was built by Queen Hatshepsut. Here it is behind me. It's lovely. It's built into the mountain. And also it's really cool because there's tombs all along it, and it's very similar to the tombs you can find in Israel outside of the old city, built into the mountain. Super cool. وانا هاجي مع السوهاجي والقناوي والسيناوي والمحله واللي مية مية والنوبه الجمال ما توصيش السويسه الدنيا هايصه كده كده والاسماعيلاويه يا مكاد والعدا كلمني عالشرقوه واحنا ويا بعض اقوى واحنا ويا بعض اقوى واملنا كبير ونادي عالصعيدي وبناخد البورسعيدي والشباب الاسكندراني اللمه دي لمه رجال وانا هاجي مع السوهاجي والقناوي والسيناوي والمحله واللي مية مية والنوبه الجمال ما توصيش الدنيا هايصة
is the Holy of Holies of the temple. And after the temple, we went to the Valley of the Queens. We are at the Valley of the Queens, and behind me is Queen Titi's tomb. She was the wife of Ramses III, and her son is also buried here. We just visited his tomb over there. Valley of the Queens, you're rocking it, and it's awesome. Then we went to the Colossi of Menman, which is these huge statues, these two guys sitting, and this was sort of our last sightseeing adventure. We then had our last meal on the mainland Egypt and took a long ride to the Sinai Peninsula, where we spent 2 days on the Red Sea. So most people end up flying because it is a very long ride, and many people believe that the Sinai Peninsula is unsafe. However, there's many checkpoints and we never felt uncomfortable, and look how beautiful. The Sinai Peninsula is full of all these beautiful mountains. Made it to Dahab after 21 hours on the bus, and we are ready to scuba dive. Woo! We are really doing this. Scuba diving was an amazing experience, but I definitely didn't get hooked onto it. It's a one and done for me, I think. It was awesome to be able to be on the bottom of the ocean and see all the fish in the coral. But honestly, I was terrified. It's very scary. You really have to monitor your breathing. But again, it was an awesome experience. I'm glad that I did it. And it was beautiful to do it in the Red Sea. Alright, so I found this extra large map and I just want to show you everywhere we have been in Egypt. We started here in Jerusalem, we went all the way down to Taba border, then we drove to Dahab, went into the Sinai Peninsula to go to Mount Sinai, then we went, okay there it is, we went up, we went to Cairo, and then we drove down all the way Aswan. Oh wow, solo. Wow, seriously solo. And then we got on our Nile cruise, went up to Luxor, and then here's the crazy part. We just took a 21-hour bus ride back to Dahab. And here we are. We just scuba dived in the Red Sea.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Woohoo! It's our last meal in Egypt, and we went all out. This was some of the best fish I ever had. They said it was fresh fish. It had the bone in it. It was so good. I really love the Egyptian food and spices. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Egypt vlogs. If you did, remember to like them and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye!